make the strings
louder.
There's a fucking shitload of little leaks.
Yeah.
Dave, what are you doing?
Or checking leaks
What leaks?
from the welds.
You mean all of the leaks?
Not all
So,
of the leaks.
oh, there's a couple leaks. So part 4, Jesse's shit. What do you think? We're getting close.
Pain in the ass, dude.
Shit, we're almost ready to button this thing. Well, we're
Oh,
currently
shit.
we were currently buttoning it up, and then now we're basically just running into the next deal. There's a little, you can see it kind of leaking right here. So basically, I have this coolant pressure tester thing, so I could see how many psi is in here, and then we basically just ran this hose right here goes to the bottom of this can. We still need to tie this into the heater hose over there, but all the hoses and everything are tight, and we turned the regulator down on the air compressor over there, so we basically just have air just pumping in here all the time. So keeping it regulated to about 15-16 psi. Is it leaking on this lower hose, or like down there by that?
No, I think it's leaking on the backside, but it's hard to tell.
Well, we could lift it
See,
up.
it looks
in the
like
air.
it's leaking in there, but it's all like kind of clogged. So, see it?
Yeah.
Bubbling.
So we're just
Up here is leaking
yeah,
from that weld. That look at it smoking.
that I did, huh? Oh, that's water, soluble.
Oh, this?
Yeah, get that white marker that I have, that smear thing. It's waterproof. Wherever it's at, I don't know. We definitely need to put it up in the air and look at the bottom of the radiator too, and see what that's leaking. So we haven't put any water in it yet, but we're basically just testing it. No, because then when we go to weld it, it's gonna.
You're gonna have water in it.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter.
All right, so last night after we got done with the leak test, we found there was a little leak right there on that swirl pot in this radiator over here. I mean, there's a shitload of welding that we did, and then basically here on the bottom, well, here on the top, there's a little spot right there. There's a thing on the water neck. This spot surprisingly didn't leak. But this one over here, there was definitely a lot of issues with it, and you could see I got an ugly little goober on there and was doing a bunch of stuff, and I made the mistake and I didn't Google like TIG welding thin aluminum before I started playing with this thing. So I basically like grinded this back down, re-welded it, but I essentially like these little cores right there, which are really, really thin. I basically like zapped one of them, and then when I was welding it again, I zapped a hole in it, and then I kind of started filling that one, but then I zapped around the back, and then when I was doing that one, then I burned this one, and then when I started trying to fill in that one, I burned it way back down in there, and then it just wouldn't stop leaking. You can see right here, we basically just stuck the air hose on it, and now. It's pretty much, you can see. So that's what I did to it. So I think in one of the videos, so I did this, but I'm blaming David right now. So he's kind of the one that wanted to complicate this thing and turn it into a science project. So we did, and it kind of worked, and it was gonna be dope. And if I wouldn't have messed this thing up, and if we would have just like, instead of welding on that stuff, just like JB welded it or something, I mean, it would have probably lasted him about 2 years until he needed, like absolutely needed it, and it was in a crucial situation. Then it would have like sprung a leak. But anyhow, so what we are doing is the other day I had Jesse order a KA radiator before we actually decided to cut that thing apart. So anyhow, this is my KA radiator, but so we have this whole swirl pot set up, and we have this little deal with like the little bleeder, and we got it all tied in back to like the heater hose, which is like where it's supposed to go. And anyhow, hooked up this stuff, hooked up the intercooler pipe, but you could see right here, basically you're gonna cut that, and lean the radiators forward. Still be able to use the swirl pot, and basically over here this was not with this fitting, but this was like the bleeder where all like the air bubbles and stuff. We're gonna go to this line to the radiator cap spot right here, and this is just a pressure tester. But so anyhow, I had this cap laying around, and it's one of those caps where it doesn't actually have like the pressure spring. So basically all of the air bubbles will come right up here. This will be the highest point in the system for the radiator at least, but that'll still be higher over there. And so we could fill it right here, which will be nice instead of like filling it through all this crap. And yeah, so I'll cut it and be able to move the fans. So I robbed the coupler off of my my car, the 4-inch to the 3-inch to this thing to hook up to the mass airflow sensor. So I got my my turbo over here all exposed. But you can see my radiator. This is a SR radiator, but same thickness with these dope Summit fans. And so you can see I cut my radiator support and leaned it forward. And it's pretty close, but it works. And this was pretty much the exact setup that we were planning on doing on this thing. And then, like I said, we're blaming David right now. He wanted to complicate it, which was, I mean, all right. But, you know, then I ended up doing some welding on it, and then I ended up messing it up. And so now I'm just like, whatever, we're going back to my original plan. But integrating all this extra little stuff too. So, so yeah, I think that should be good. We fired it up, and it sounds nice with all the intercooler couplers and shit on there. But didn't let it run too long. But tomorrow should be rip day. And also, I've been super sad about my car because it has this. This is a Garrett Gtx3076r, and it doesn't make turbo sounds. Like I don't know. Like I've never been able to hear it like sucking in or spooling or anything like that. And it kind of breaks my heart because I love the way, like, you know, who doesn't want to hear a damn turbo spool? And it just, all you hear is like wastegate, and that's pretty much it. So yeah, I was kind of sad about that. I was thinking that it had to do with me like reducing over there, you know, that coupler. There was like a 4-inch to a 3-inch right away, and then right to this pipe to the factory mass airflow sensor in this like CX Racing pipe. So this is one we got for Jesse. So I might end up throwing that on there, but we just started it a couple minutes ago, and you can't hear the turbo. Maybe we'll mess with it again tomorrow, and to where you could actually hear the lack of turbo, which I don't know. I wish it was louder. But basically, that has to do with the blade design. This like 11 blade like compressor housing, how they're all the same size. That actually makes them like quiet. If you come over here to like this 7.3 turbo that has like the staggered blades, that's like the Wicked Wheel style wheel. And if you ever like a Cummins turbo or whatever, a lot of those are like that staggered style. So there's like a big blade and a little blade, and that actually makes them like really loud because the way it like whistles going over it. Jesse's car whistled a little bit, but the GTX 30s whistle, I guess more than the 35s, but yeah, I'm gonna quit rambling and rip it tomorrow.
At least Jesse's not on the fucking internet right now, so.
What are you doing?
Upload my stuff.
Is that your Mac now?
Did the turbo back up again?
Is it not flushing? Yeah, I kind of wish you wouldn't have maybe flushed.
Why?
Because now it's probably gonna back up again.
Everyone's got sewer problems, dude.
Yeah, David got sewer problems. If you guys want to watch Dave dig up his sewer in his backyard, be sure to check out Road Bash TV, right? Yeah. Or Jesse Drift Snapchat. Actually, maybe not Jesse Drift Snapchat.
I don't have any of him digging that.
Yeah, I dug it all yesterday.
Did you see my Snapchat story? Put that on
I
there.
did. These guys are in here having a Sonic party.
Some guy talked to me today about you.
What did he say?
He's like,
is Trevor a fucking dickhead off camera?
No, he said he spotted Andrew, that dude I told you, Andrew Schulte's video in your Vegas drifting roulette, the House Always Wins video.
Mm-hmm.
And I said, oh, that's my home. And he's like, oh, I just realized that I've been watching your series of Trevor redoing your shit this whole week.
Nice. Hey, David, I messed up the radiator last night.
I know.
Because you complicated it.
Because you don't know how to weld.
But you know what we're doing today?
Remember I said put it on 20 and fucking go at it?
You know what we're doing today, though?
Or are you welding at?
80.
Simplifying it.
80.
I turned it up to 80.
Thin.
Well,
Just like hair thin.
hey, I googled how to weld thin stuff, and I watched some.
And it said
I watched some welding
turn
tips
the
and
amp
tricks.
all the way out.
Weldingtipsandtricks.com, and Jody, you know, I'm sure anybody who ever TIG welds anything absolutely loves that guy because he just like fills you in on all the shit you need to know and should have known before you even started. But so my brother's over here checking out my premium hole that I burned in it. Jesse got his ISR radiator in today, so we're gonna go ahead and start cutting shit. Is the plan. So yeah. What do you think? Yeah. All right.
Work car.
All right. So holy shit, we got this radiator in here. Got it all tied back. Sorry, I didn't really film the whole process. I'm just tired of this damn thing being in here, right? And so we just kind of got her done. You can see how damn tight these fans fit in here. They're good fans, but man, they fit pretty tight. Like I said, we got that cap that kind of runs over here, and it bleeds all the air back into the top of that. I don't know how we got so damn lucky and got this hose that goes like this. I mean, that's a crazy ass hose. Shut up! And so yeah, got the fans wired as well. You can see got the wiring over here. Jesse got like this fan. It's like a Flexolite thermo switch, and you basically run this probe in the radiator right here, and you know, it has this little dial on it. So you kind of dial in when you want your fans to turn on. So that has basically 12 volts going to it, and then it kicks on another little deal. So this is basically a 30 amp relay right here that I have run into a fuse. And then I have this little blue wire coming around the side running along the frame rail. And I ran that to like basically the trigger to another relay. So they each fan has its own 30 amp relay basically going to it. So that's really good because I only have one on mine, and the relay gets kind of hot. So I'm definitely going to put 2 relays on my fans as well because I have the same ones. Oh hey guys, so the week complete winter build. Now 2.5 weeks later, we're finally going on the first rip. So we just had it up in the air. Had to, you know, do a little alignment and stuff on it. But yeah, now it's time to go for rip. I'm getting first rips in it because Jesse, when he drives shit for the first time, he like shits a bowling ball.
I do.
And doesn't like.
You want this down? Yeah.
He like shits a bowling ball and like doesn't rip it, or I don't know, and then says it's doing weird stuff and I can't feel it, or I don't know. Here.
Huh.
And does your seat go forward?
Yeah.
Does it?
Yeah.
I'm.
I'll pull the harnesses with you. Pull the
Oh,
steering
man.
wheel down too.
Nice. Man, luxury vehicle we got here today, huh?
And make sure I don't fucking die. Is everything good up there?
I hope it's good. If not, we cocked, bud.
Dude, that sounds so sick. Oh, it's only 5 pounds, but you were babying him, huh?
Yeah.
Does it feel okay on the alignment?
Yeah, no, it fucking feels really nice.
Holy fuck, dude. That's only 5 What do you think about that shifter? How do you get that shit to go away? It's finicky. You think
Look
it's
at
just,
it.
huh?
It's coolant dip.
What do you? Is it because of that?
I don't know.
He's sending me a new one of those bushings. It's not 3D printed. It was also empty, so.
So 2 full cranks on the boost?
Yeah.
Does that? Do you think that's gonna do anything?
That's what I did. That should work. That should work. It's a lot.
It ain't a lot. They're weird.
Oh,
like,
really?
when at the dyno, I turned mine like 4,
Oh.
and it only went up to 17 or whatever. Where's David?
Sleeping.
That's a lot better.
Yeah.
That's like 8 pounds.
Yeah. Woo! You hear that flame?
This shit on like 12 pounds is gonna fucking rip.
This is nuts. That's on 8 psi, dude. 8 psi. This is freaking crazy.
Wanna crank it up a little bit more, or are you
Yeah.
okay with?
No, I'm down. Good.
Crank it like,
2 more?
yeah.
Let's see what that does here.
That fucking, it only went up like a pound that time.
Yeah. You almost have to rip on it pretty hard.
How does it sound, David?
It's not like it backfired. Huh?
It fucking rips.
Huh? Are you tired?
Dave's cold.
You want to go for a ride? Let me drive it and you drive it.
Well, it's your car. You wanna, let's turn it up. Let's go. That's a little bit more boost.
Oh fuck, they have wires are flying.
Oh, I wasn't even paying attention. How far did you go?
Just a 1 crank?
Do a crank and a half.
Dude, holy fuck! Holy shit, dude. I'm gonna have to figure that 3rd gear out.
Yeah.
Just that shifter. It's weird, like once it goes out of 3rd, it is. Dude, holy fuck! This is so dope! Holy fuck! Dude, that is plenty of power. I don't need any more. That is a lot of power. This shit is so fast. This is so much faster. Dude, I wonder how much power it'll make now.
I want to like hear it from outside the car.
Dude, that is nuts.
Yeah, that shit rips.
What the
Fucking
hell?
stock VVTIs on stock ECUs with fucking GTXs. How to build a cheap, fast, and reliable, huh?
It's the bridge on all gas.
Pick 2 or 3. I don't know.
Dude, this is probably the best car I've ever had in my life. The best car I've ever driven. God dang, dude, this is perfect.
Yeah, it fucking got a little squirrely in second. It was like, what? That's dope. What do you think?
Look, dude, it's scary. When it started like I was like, oh, fuck, do I keep going?
It's just crazy because like the power, like normally it's like, and then it kind of like just exactly how it did on the dyno, like the top of the power band just falls off.
Yeah.
This thing, it's just like, and it's just like cool with it.
Yeah, dude. This turbo like woke this engine up.
Oh yeah, I needed it. That exhaust housing's fine too.
Yeah.
I think that's honestly better. It'd be nice if you had an RPM gauge in there to see like what it was at.
I think you just wired off this number 7 pin igniter. I'll have to buy one.
I ran mine off the harness in there, but
oh, nice. How do you
one
do
of the
that?
plugs. Off just one of the plugs. It's funny because when it was on 5 pounds, it was like sounded like a baby, and then like it wasn't even at it's not even at 10 pounds now. It might be 10 pounds. I don't know.
Dude.
Your boost gauge is kind of shitty, but
Yeah.
so it finally got up to 200 and the fans just kicked on.
That swirl pod seems to be working pretty good. Dude, look at that. It's dropping like a rock, dude. That just kicked off.
Nice.
This is a button.
Man, I thought he was gonna stop. After all them ribs. Not really like a whole lot of ribs, but it's just funny because these things, like, you could just abuse the shit out of them. Come up here. It's like a little sewing machine. Like literally like the loudest thing up there is like the injectors, just like clicking away. But yeah, shit ribs.
I want you to drift this, dude. I just want you to drift it to see what it's like to your car.
I want to. So this thing really feels like I think at the very end there we hit about 12. Like no, it probably wasn't 12 pounds. It was like 10 or 11 pounds. That boost gauge is really shitty. I think you just need to get a different one or something, or maybe like a digital AEM, like a True Boost or something. That'd be dope. Like have a button and just like a electronic, so you could like low boost, high boost, and shit. Yeah, so crank the boost up a little bit on it from the initial one. Like when it was on 5 pounds, it like sounded like a baby. But yeah, I don't know. I'm super just stoked that this sumbitch is done, or like close enough to being done. There's a few more things he's gonna kind of button up and clean up at his house. But we'll be slapping the fenders and hood and stuff on it tomorrow, and it's gonna go bye-bye to get it out of my hair, and it'll be super nice, and I can start focusing on some other stuff. So here's kind of my my to-do list. That feels really good. So yeah, I think I don't even know what to say. I'm glad it's done. Thank you guys for watching. Thumbs up this video if you enjoyed, I guess, the 1J ribs. I'm sure in the next video we're gonna sneak a donut in there before that. But before I go, I should say that I am gonna get back to the Supra here shortly. I'm gonna be going to we're editing this video, like it's like 2 in the morning right now on Thursday, so day of is when you guys are seeing it. We got a big surprise that I'm super stoked about. I bought something that I probably shouldn't have. You've seen my big to-do list over there and my projects and me bitching about that. Stay tuned to my Snapchat today. If you guys haven't added me on Snapchat, I'll go ahead and I'll put the little thing in here. But there's some very interesting thing that I bought that I probably shouldn't have, but the price was right. Getting that today, or got it today or whatever. So check my Snapchat, check my Instagram. Yeah, if you want to follow along any with Jesse's bullshit with this car. His YouTube channel is Jesse Drifts, Instagram, all that shit. If you have any questions and you ask it to me and I don't get back to you, that guy, he will respond to you. And yeah. Anyhow, again, thank you guys for watching. That's gonna be it for this movie, and hope you guys enjoyed it.